The legend wasn't just a machine. It was a promise. Between us and the ground beneath your feet. A tool that earned trust the only way that matters. One hunt at a time. But trust isn't where it ends. It's where evolution begins. Built on the DNA of a proven machine. Reforged by the voices of those who used it. Shaped by experience. Designed for tomorrow. Because what you're searching for isn't just buried treasure. It's connection to history, to the thrill, to the silence right before the sound. And sometimes, what you unearth isn't just a coin. It's proof that the story isn't over. The legend continues. With you. Because legends don't die, they evolve.
Hello everybody, it's Dilek with Nokta Detectors. Today, I'm very excited, not only because I'm going to be sharing our brand new Legend 2 detector with you, but I'm also here to meet you live after so many months. I don't even remember the last time that I had a live with you, and you know how much I enjoy that, interacting with you. So let's start. I'm going to be presenting the Legend 2 along with a presentation, okay? And one favor I will ask all of you is to please, if you have any questions, please keep them for now and don't, write any questions on the chat about the Legend 2 because I'm not going to be able to read them or answer them. Once I'm done with the presentation here, I will try to answer some of them. I mean, I cannot possibly answer all of them because right now we're streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and our live, link at the same time, simultaneously. So I'm just going to try to catch a few questions from each and try to respond to them at the end, okay? So first of all, I would like to welcome you all and thank you each one of you for being here with us tonight for the live launch of our phenomenal high-performance metal detector Legend 2. So now let's start. Okay. Tonight, I'm actually here not to introduce a new detector, a new device, guys, but I'm here to show you how a legend is reborn. Because as we say, legends don't die, they evolve. Now, I would like to go back to the original legend, which is not going anywhere, by the way. We're going to keep the current legend in our product portfolio, but I would like to go back to those days when we first launched the legend. It was around the end of 2021 and the beginning of 2022 that we launched the legend. And after getting it into hands of tens of thousands of users around the world, we actually watched them trust the legend in their adventures, from toughest terrains to beaches to the smallest finds. We didn't only listen to their success stories, but we also listened to every challenge, every need, and every wish they've shared with us. And we turned them into reality. And that reality, guys, is called the Legend 2 today. our brand new high performance metal detector, which is more powerful, smarter, lighter, and easy to use. Now, during my presentation, I'm kind of going to go, over the features in comparison to the original Legend. But although the Legend 2 is built on the DNA, so to say, the solid foundation of the Legend, the original Legend, it's today more powerful, smarter, and designed entirely around you guys, our valued customers. We say that the Legend 2 has more of everything, except for one thing, its weight. The Legend 2 is more resistant to noise, it's more stable, and simply more reliable where it matters most. As a matter of fact, we call it the Legend 2 because we wanted to keep the Legend name and we wanted to keep the Legend go on. But as a matter of fact, the Legend has been completely changed from its electronic architecture to its boards, to its coil boards, to its software, to its design, shaft, everything has changed. We could have easily called this detector something else, but like I said, we wanted the Legend to go on. Now, let's look at some of the features, the new features that the Legend 2 offers. First of all, we have a larger screen on the Legend 2 compared to the Legend, because we got a lot of requests from customers around the world saying that they would prefer a bigger screen. So now on the Legend 2, we do have a bigger screen, and with this larger display, information is actually easier to read at a glance, such as your target ID and the mostly used settings. Next, we have a more friendly user experience. I know many of you guys who've been using the Legend have been complaining, especially after we gave all those updates. Yes, we did give a lot of updates, and most of the updates, actually almost all of them, were really welcomed by the majority of the users. But we do realize the fact that by giving more and more updates to this device, and because the Legend had a custom LCD where we couldn't really change the icons on the screen, the usage became tougher for some users because we had to add the new settings under the current settings as a sub-menu, which made the device a bit more difficult to use. But now, with this new interface, user interface, there are no more hidden functions, no more searching through menus or different layers, and every feature is right now where you need it, clear and accessible. And for those relic hunters, we did add a new mode. You know that the Legend had the park mode, the field mode, beach mode, the gold field mode, and at the end, by giving an update, we added a beast mode. Well, now the park mode, the field, beach, and gold modes do exist on the Legend 2, but we now have a relic mode on the Legend 2, which is dedicated, which is a dedicated search mode designed for deeper and more challenging targets. Okay, the IDs, target IDs. How many times I heard from customers, oh, please increase the IDs, target IDs. Please make it 99, just like your other devices, such as the Simplex. As you know, we had 60 target IDs, 1 to 60 on the original Legend. And now, on the Legend 2, we expanded it to 99. So from 1 to 99, we have now 99 target IDs on the Legend 2, which gives you, more precise target identification. Pinpoint. We did make a couple of changes on the pinpoint, guys. We call it the effortless pinpoint now. As you know, on the Legend, you have to press and hold the pinpoint button to pinpoint. And some customers didn't like that. They didn't want to keep on holding that button. So now, on the Legend 2, you don't have to hold the button anymore. You just have to press it once to pinpoint and then once again to exit. But more importantly, now in the pinpoint mode on the Legend 2, we do provide the target IDs, which did not exist in the original Legend. What about firmware updates? I know now, some of you are going, oh my God, those updates, it was so hard. Actually, it wasn't that hard, but we do understand that some of you don't have a computer or a laptop to do the update. So they had to, go to a friend's house or, borrow a laptop from somebody just to be able to update their Legends. And everybody wished for wireless updates. Here we go. On the Legend 2, guys, your wish is granted. Now, on the Legend 2, both wired and wirelessly, you will be able to do your updates on your phone or on your laptop via the new Nokta application or the new Nokta tool in more than 20 languages. And this new tool will be available on platforms such as Apple Store or Play Store after a few months, because I believe there's a process that we're going through. It's like an approval process, I believe. So in a couple of months, you'll see the tool in those stores and you'll be able to download it for free. And among all this, the customization we know is very important for some of you guys. So we do have a new user profile system on the Legend 2. Now, every search mode comes with 4 profiles. The first one will be your default profile, which you will not be able to customize. That's going to be your, factory default, so to say. And then we have 3 additional profiles where you will be able to save your settings per each mode. So that actually means we have 5 modes and 3 customizable profiles. So you will be able to save 15 different profiles, 3 per each mode. Okay, backlit keypad. Now, when I come to this slide, I actually did a live today, earlier, today, during the day, for our local customers here, in Turkish. So when I turned to this slide, I was actually smiling, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I remember those, first days of the original Legend, when we started shipping it. Once Legend started getting in the hands of users, And when they started sharing, pictures, photos, whatever, on social media, I would see a pretty good amount of legends where customers painted the buttons. Some like white paint, or even some, I would say, like a white nail polish. And I thought it was, pretty funny, but at the same time, I was like, you know what, this is not right. Maybe, we should have used a different keypad. But back in those days, for that design, and you know how Nokta is very, keen on quality, and how quality is very important for Nokta, that was the best, keypad design that we could do. But after seeing all those painted, keys on the legend, and after getting some comments saying, I cannot see the symbols on these buttons, we decided to actually go a different route, on the Legend 2, and have a completely different design on the keypad, as you can see on the screen. Of course, this new backlit keypad, when the sun sets, I know it sounds very romantic, but when the sun sets, it's going to become very handful, very useful, so that you can continue searching in the dark, and so that your hunt is not interrupted. Okay, now, this part is very important because we do have a completely brand new carbon fiber shaft design and a new lock system, armrest. This whole thing is brand new, guys, okay? I would actually like to show you this. If you can switch to me, Abdullah, for a second. Now with this, you can also see it on screen. But now with this, by the way, this is not, the shortest length. It becomes shorter. Now with this new design, actually, it's a more compact form that's easier to carry and also store, of course. But it also delivers, rock solid stability during use. And one other important thing, guys, is that now this new shaft extends to 145 centimeters, which is, I have to check this, 57 inches, okay? And the original Legend could only extend to 132 centimeters, which is 52 inches. This actually gives you 5 more inches extension, yet it's very solid when you swing it, thanks to our engineers. And it's also perfect for those tall users, because on the Legend, I remember the very tall customers thought the shaft length was not, good enough for them. And we actually provided a different shaft, an optional, longer shaft for those tall users. But now, on the Legend 2, whether, your average, size or, very tall, you'll be able to enjoy the Legend 2 without, getting another shaft. Okay, audio, guys. Now, I would like to touch upon this because we know for a fact that audio is one of the most critical things for a metal detector. And on the Legend 2, we did quite a few changes, significant changes, to improve the audio. To give you a better tonal clarity out in the field, we made both hardware and software changes. On the hardware side, actually, we do have a new speaker. And on the software side, a big enhancement was made for the audio. We also now have 7-tone options, including a 3-tone option, because some customers do not prefer to have a 4-tone option, but instead a 3-tone option, and a 2-tone option isn't good enough for them. So we did add in another 3-tone option in the number of tones. So you guys will find the Legend 2 actually pretty enhanced when it comes to tones and audio. Okay, of course, everything is not only about performance or, different features or weight or, we have to keep in mind the battery capacity, the battery life. And we wanted to increase that on the Legend 2 as well, which we did. As you can see on the screen, the Legend have a 5050 milliamp battery, but the Legend 2 has a 6700 milliamp battery, rechargeable lithium battery. This will increase your runtime up to 33%, guys. But of course, you all need to keep in mind that the battery runtime depends on a lot of factors, okay? And the most important of those factors is the frequency being used. If you're running your Legend 2 in a single, for example, 40 kilohertz frequency, you will now be able to get up to 20% runtime, 20 hours, sorry, not percent, maybe 20 hours runtime. But if you go to, let's say, a single frequency 4 kilohertz, that will drop, significantly. And apart from the frequency being used, there are also other factors, such as if your vibration is on, if your LED flashlight is on, if you're using the Bluetooth headphones or not, if you're using wired headphones, and the factors, keep on going. This will all affect your runtime, battery runtime. But the fact is, now you will have a device in your hand with a 33% more runtime provided by a larger battery. And don't forget, guys, we actually increased the battery, but our form actually is a lot slimmer right now. And we also added, you cannot see it right now, but on this corner, we also added a front-facing LED to show you the charging status. Okay, now, compare. I know there's although I did go over a majority of them, I would like to share with you this comparison chart. By the way, guys, you do not have to, take notes or try to read all this information right now on screen, because this will be available on our website, and it will be available very soon on our new website, which is going to be live hopefully around in, 2 weeks, max 20 days, okay? This information will be available there. But as you can see, there are a lot of features and specs that are different between the Legend and the Legend 2, and you'll be able to go through these, on this chart. We kept most of the settings on the Legend 2, same as the Legend. And the reason why we did that is simply because we really wanted our Legend users who want to upgrade to the Legend 2 to feel comfortable, and don't have to go through a whole new learning curve. So most of the settings will look very familiar to all the current Legend users. Now, the new users will have, I would say a pretty short learning curve, and we will try to help those new customers with either a, like a cheat sheet in the box or with some other ways to learn those icons and what they mean. Now, what does it come with? Okay, guys, the device comes with an 11-inch round, coil, okay, or 28 centimeters if you're not using inches, an 11-inch round coil. It also comes with, by the way, guys, except for this coil here, these 3 coils that I'm going to talk about, they're all 3D prints, okay? So I don't know if you can really see it closely, but don't go, why do those, coils look ugly like that with all that texture on it? Because they are 3D prints, okay? We didn't get the ones from the tooling yet, and they will come actually very shortly. So the package, sorry guys, I can't see the presentation. Huh? Okay. So in the package, you will also get this small coil, which is an elliptical coil, and we call this coil the LD21, okay? And it's 8.5 by 5.5 coin, okay? This will come in the package. By the way, for now, unless there's a request from the majority of our users or customers that they need a different package, we will release only one package, guys, just one package, okay? And it's going to be called the Legend 2, and that's it, okay? So we're not going to have a basic package versus a pro package or any of that, okay? So the Legend 2 will come, Legend 2 will come with 2 coils. And of course, it will come with our praised, okay, Bluetooth headphones, lag-free, very, clean audio, Bluetooth headphones. These are the same headphones that we do include in the, WHP or the Pro packages of the current Legend. And of course, it will come with the charging cables. So 2 coils, guys, Bluetooth headphones, and the charging cable will be our package contents. Okay, now let's talk about the other coils. We will, maybe not at the release, not when we start shipping, but shortly after, hopefully, we will offer 2 optional coils, guys, okay? And they will be, again, a 3D print of the coil you're seeing in my hand. This is the LD22, a 9-inch round coil. Now, why did we choose a 9-inch round coil? I'll be very honest with you guys, because most of the Legend users requested it. And funny enough, we did have a 9-inch round coil for one of our old detectors, probably it was the Cruiser or the Amphibia or both. And guess what? It wasn't really a good seller for us at all. But now, on the Legend, so many people asked for a 9-inch round coil. And unfortunately, we couldn't offer it on the Legend because we had enough, coils on the Legend. We decided to offer it on the Legend 2, a 9-inch round coil, LD22, one of our optional coils. Another optional coil we're going to offer is going to be the LD38, 15-inch, 15 by 12-inch elliptical coil, or 38 by 30 in centimeters. I know some of you guys love large coils, and some of you just don't use them, but for those who want to use a larger coil, we will offer this large coil. Okay, it's a first for Nokta. I know you guys are familiar with bone conduction headphones from, other outdoor activities or from other companies. And so many customers requested that we come out with bone conduction headphones, and we just couldn't say no. So these guys, very, very lightweight, very lightweight. Our new bone conduction headphones will be available for purchase. Okay, maybe again not, when the detector is shipping, but shortly after, as an optional accessory, okay? And this will give you the perfect audio even in the extreme environments, guys. Our underwater bone conduction headphones are first from, first for Nokta. Now, I think this is something that we do only, and it really comes very handy and very useful. External battery. We did offer this on the Legend. We offered it on our Simplex, on our Score, and now we're also offering, but in a completely different design, an external battery, so that you never run out of battery on the field. And it's also fully waterproof, and it's very cool, guys, actually. If you can switch the screen to me, please. I want to show you guys this. Very easy you just open this, and look at this. This is like a casing, actually. The actual battery is inside. So if you ever purchase this optional battery and then you want to change it in the future when you need a new one, you can actually just purchase this as a spare part. And it just slides in here very easily, as you can see, locks, and then, I'm going to try to show you this, guys, locks onto the shaft with one click, and you're done. Very convenient, very easy to assemble, and it comes very handy on the field when you want to spend more hours and you don't want to run out of battery. Okay, actually, I'm just going to turn this on so that you can actually see the device. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is a working prototype in my hand, okay? And it's a fully functional unit right now, okay? And we're hoping to start shipping it pretty soon. Now, I'm not gonna actually share any dates with you because you know what I went through with the original Legend. But I can tell you that it's not gonna be too long, I can promise you that. And we'll keep you updated on the status of the Legend. But what I wanna tell you guys is that the Legend 2 is actually the evolution of a true legend. And now, it's your turn to write the next chapter. We're very proud to be releasing the new Legend 2 with its performance, with all its new features, with its new design, its weight. By the way, it is much lighter than the, maybe I shouldn't say much, but it's, you can feel the weight difference immediately when you take the Legend and the Legend 2 in your hand. It's lighter than the Legend 2. It's actually only 1.2 kilos, which is 2.6 pounds, I believe. More ergonomic, more sturdy, more of everything, like I said. So we're very proud, and we hope you guys will like the Legend 2, enjoy it out on the field, and praise it. And we say the Legend continues. Of course, with you guys, with our valued customers. I thank you so much for listening to me. And now I'm going to ask my colleague here to switch the window to the questions, some of the questions. If you guys have any questions, I will try to respond to them. Can I see some questions, guys? on the screen? I'm waiting for the questions to come up on the screen, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, I need to come closer. Okay, let's see. Oh, is this Facebook? Okay. Price. Oh, how long to charge? Thank you, Dilek and Nokta detectors. Okay, so how long to charge? It's going to take around 4 to 5 hours. Around 4 to 5 hours, guys, to charge. Love my Nokta machines. Thank you. Does he go deeper than the L1? Listen, this is going to be better in every, I cannot say in every scenario, but yes, in certain scenarios, you're going to see a depth difference. In some scenarios, it's going to match the legend. Some cases, it's going to be deeper. But you really have a more powerful, a more stable, a smarter machine in your hand. Let me put it that way. Price. Okay, good question. Price. Guys, this is our, top, performing premier machine. I'm going to give you the Europe price, and I'm also going to give you the US price. And then for other listeners in other countries, you can check with your dealers and your distributors, in your currency, how much the price is going to be. In Europe, the Legend 2 will retail for, this is our suggested retail price, guys, 1,099 euros, including the VAT. 1,099 including the VAT. And in America, of course, they don't have the sales tax included there. It will retail for 999, guys. I know you're saying just say 1,000, but you know how it is, guys. It's a marketing thing. It's not 1,000. It's 999, okay? Can do accessory stand from Mokta. I didn't understand the question. Multi-frequencies, yes. The multi-frequencies, as far as the multi-frequencies go, M1, M2, M3, you will see all that in the Legend 2, guys. Carbon fiber shaft, fully carbon fiber shaft, a unique design by Nokta, by the way. It's not completely round, guys. It looks like it's round, but it's not round. It's actually flat here, okay, at the back, so that you know. Let me see any other questions. Price full pack. We only have one pack, guys. We don't have different packs. So the detector comes with 2 coils and the Bluetooth headphones. It's called the Legend 2. That's how it comes in the package. Only one price, one package. You would be great. Okay, that's not for me. Will it be quieter on the beach, more stable? We have improved it in every way, yes. Does it still have beast mode? No, it does have a relic mode, though, that is similar for the relic hunters specifically, okay? When are we expecting to receive the Legend 2 in the UK? That's a good question. That's a question you need to ask your dealers and distributors, okay? Not maybe today, but soon. This is what Nokta is doing. We're trying to be as honest and as transparent as we can with our end users. So now we are actually taking our pre-orders from our distributors now. And it's going to be, the product is going to be shipped on a first come, first serve basis. So whoever gave the first order, pre-order, whoever that distributor is in the world, we're going to ship them first to be fair, okay? So you will need to check with your own dealers and distributors on the shipping time frames. However, we did not specify a date yet for our distributors so that you guys know, okay? Can I please get the first one? Hey, maybe you will win. Hi, Dilek, I've been waiting for the Legend 2 for a long time, but my money was already used up. Well, it's your loss. What can I say? Acupoint connects with the headphones. Correct. Acupoint does connect with the headphones because it's the same headphones. So you will be able to use your Acupoints with the Legend 2s, guys. Search coils. Now, yes, let me answer that. Unfortunately, I wish we could do it. Seriously, I really wanted to do it. As the salesperson, as the marketing, director and the sales director, I really asked for the Legend coils to be compatible with the Legend 2. But they are not. But I'm sure you will understand, guys. We call it the Legend 2, but like I said, everything has changed. So basically, it is really impossible for the Legend coils to work on the Legend 2. Everything from hardware to software to electronic architecture boards, everything has changed. So it's not going to be possible to use the Legend 1 coils on the Legend 2, and I'm sorry for that. I wish you could, but believe me, it's a whole different device. It's a better device, it's more advanced. So that's the reason, and I hope you guys will forgive us for that. Will you have a Bluetooth bone conduction headphones? We'll look into that. For now, we have wired bone conduction headphones. But if there is a request for bone conduction headphones, Bluetooth bone conduction headphones, we can also work on that, not a problem. What about a carrying bag? Oh, actually, guys, we do have a new bag. I don't know if I have it around here. It's not with me, but it's called the Detecto bag. Please go on our website and search for Detecto bag. We released it recently. It's a universal backpack designed for detectorists. I'm sure you will love it. We showed it at Detectable in England, and people really loved it. It's a great bag, take a look at it so you can use that bag for the Legend 2 or for our other detectors. The old Legend bag. The old Legend bag? I don't remember a Legend bag. I don't know which one you're referring to because we never had a bag specific to the Legend, but whatever bag that was, I'm glad you liked it. And let me pick some questions from the other side. Bone conducting be compatible with Legend 1? I believe the answer is no. It's going to be compatible with the Legend 2 only, guys. I'm sorry. Now, let me see. Nokta best, thank you. Is gold search more accurate? I don't understand the question. We do have a gold mode on this device, but I don't know what you mean by if it's more accurate. Bottle cap rejection, please. Yes, it is available. Actually, all the settings that were on the Legend are also present on the Legend 2, guys. So yes, there's a bottle cap rejection feature. Let me see. I love the design. Thank you. Bluetooth headphones and open air audio simultaneous. I don't understand that. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I didn't catch the T-shirt. Oh, I think you're talking about the Detectable event. Let me see. Considering the coils aren't compatible, does that mean the ports for the headphone port is different? No, actually, it's not because of the ports, guys. It's due to the fact, like I said, that we did change like almost everything in this price. Application. Okay, I did talk about an application. We're going to have an application for our updates, and it's going to be downloadable later on in the Play Store and in the Apple Store. Since we're dealers, I would love to be able to test one if you'll send it to Kentucky. I wish we could send one to every dealer, but probably in the US alone, we have, you know, a couple of hundred dealers, sub-dealers, and I mean, as you can imagine, we cannot send a unit to every dealer. Finds tracking on the application. Not right now, but if that's a request from you guys, we can work on that. 6-inch coil compatible or not? If you're talking about the original Legend coil, no, it's not. None of the Legend coils will be compatible on this device. Very good presentation. Thank you. Great job showcasing the Legend 2 Dilek. Thank you. Let me see. What is the warranty on the detector? It's 3 years, guys. 3 years warranty. How do you win one? I'm going to get to that. This detector sounds awesome. Thank you. Hi, Dilek. Will be coil in the transport position like MineLab able to turn on site so machine could be more compatible for transport? I believe this is what you mean with this question. Yes, the answer is yes. Okay. So, grazie Dilek. Thank you. The machine looks very good. We need, I'm having a hard time following all this. Where can I send my request for the finds tracking on the application? You can email our info@noktadetectors.com email address or message me. Doesn't matter. Been too long since you went live. Yes, that's correct, and I'm very happy and excited for that. Much love from Texas. Thank you, Texas. Let me see. What else? Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Especially of 2 coil, very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much for all the praises and the kind words, but any questions? Nokta is the best. Thank you. How light is the Legend with the smaller coil, please? Legend 2 with the smaller coil. Oh, that's a good question. I cannot answer that. I know that it's 1.2 with the stock coil. I will have to check on the weight with the small coil. I mean, obviously, it's going to be much lighter. Let me see. Is the arm cuff adjustable? Correct. The arm cuff is adjustable, guys. What else? Let me see. The mental detector have a back. I have no idea what that means. I'm sorry. How do you enter to win one? Okay, so you guys are getting anxious about knowing how you're going to win one. The last time I'm showing this baby, the new Legend 2, a phenomenal detector from Nokta. I'm going to turn this off, and now I'm going to actually talk about how you guys are going to win one or can win one. Let me switch to the presentation, please. So they're taking the questions off the screen so that you know. I'm not going to be able to see the questions anymore. So the last thing I said was the Legend continues with you. Now, to give a chance to 2 of you, okay, to win this detector. So 2, you know, users, customers, or whatever, people are going to win this detector, okay? And what you need to do to win is actually on the screen right now. So you're going to follow the steps on the screen. We're going to post this everywhere, guys, so don't worry about, you know, taking notes. First of all, you will have to share this live video, my live video, on any of the social platforms, following platforms actually, social media platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram. Okay, that's number 1. And then you're going to use the hashtag NoktaLegend2. Okay, so you're going to share the live using the hashtag NoktaLegend2. The more posts, of course, the more chances you're going to have to win. Okay, then you're going to visit our website, noktadetectors.com/legend2raffle. noktadetectors.com/legend2 raffle, and you're going to fill out the form there by October 10, 2025. October 10, 2025. By the end of October 10, 2025, I would say by 11:59, let's say, p.m. in the Eastern Standard Time in America, okay? So that's going to be 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on October 10, 25. It will be over, and then winners will be announced on our social media pages on October 13, 2025. Okay? So 3 days later, you'll be able to see whether you won or not. Hope it's clear. This is going to be posted on our website, on our social media channels, so you can take a look at the steps again, how to win and how to enter the competition. This is all I have to say tonight. I don't know about you, but I'm very excited. I'm very happy. And I would like to thank you on behalf of Nokta Detectors and on behalf of myself for joining me tonight on this live for the launch of our new Legend 2 detector. You know, Nokta Detectors love you guys, and don't forget, the legend continues with you. Bye-bye.